Welcome to Meniuu. This tutorial is focused on restaurant operations and team setup. If you want to use Meniuu as the operational system for your restaurant, this is one of the most important steps. Once your account has been created, your restaurant information is set up, and your menu has been uploaded, the next step is to create the accounts your team will use to work together inside the system. Meniuu is designed to help your restaurant operate in a more organized and synchronized way. That means your cashiers, waiters, cooks, hosts, managers, and owners can all work together from different devices while staying connected in real time. To begin, go to the sidebar and open the My Staff section. This is where you will create the accounts for your team. The main idea is simple. Each person in your restaurant should have their own account based on their role. This allows each staff member to work with the tools and permissions that match their responsibilities. We recommend starting with the key roles first. Usually that means creating an account for your cashier, an account for your waiter or server, and an account for your cook. Depending on your restaurant, you may also want to create accounts for your host and manager. With the free account, you can already start working without problems. You can create one waiter account, one cashier account, one cook account, one host account, and one manager account. The owner account is separate. That setup is already enough for many restaurants to begin operating with live orders in real time and with all activities synchronized automatically across the business. If later you need more users, you can always upgrade to premium and expand your team setup based on your operation. Once the accounts are created, each staff member can download the Meniuu app on their own device. They can use Android or iOS, depending on what works best for your restaurant. That means your team can work from phones, tablets, or iPads, giving you flexibility to build your operation with the devices you already have available. Each team member simply signs in using the username and password assigned to them, and from there they can begin using the system according to their role. For example, your cashiers and waiters can use the app to take orders and process payments. They can receive cash payments, card payments using an external terminal of your choice, or use tap to pay and manual card entry when available in your setup. This gives your restaurant more flexibility in the way payments are collected, whether at the table, at the front counter, or in other service areas. One of the biggest advantages of this setup is that your team can work in collaboration, even when different parts of the restaurant operate differently. For example, if your restaurant works with table service, your waiters can take orders directly at the table. They can send those orders to the kitchen immediately without needing to walk back and forth or rely on handwritten notes. As soon as they send the order, the kitchen can receive it in real time and begin preparing it. If your restaurant also works with front counter service, your cashier can take the order at the counter, collect the payment immediately, and send that order to the kitchen already marked as paid. This creates a faster flow for quick service or counter service operations. Meniuu is designed to adapt to the workflow you want to use. Every restaurant is different, and the system is flexible enough to support the way you prefer to operate. For table service, one of the most useful features is the ability to keep tickets open by table. Now, for example, imagine table 3 is ordering throughout the service. First, the guests order drinks, then later they order food, then later they order desserts. Instead of starting over every time, your waiters can continue adding items to the same table and the same ongoing service flow. So you may have table 3 with the drinks order, then table 3 with the main dishes, and later table 3 with desserts, all connected to that same table experience. At the end, the waiters can unify those tickets into a single bill for table 3. That final bill can then be reviewed, printed if needed, and charged either by the waiter or by the cashier. This makes the service more practical and avoids confusion when the same table orders in multiple stages. That is one of the reasons why it is so important to create the accounts for your staff correctly from the beginning. Once the waiter, cashier, cook, and other team members all have their own accounts, your restaurant can begin working as one connected operation instead of isolated tasks. On the kitchen side, your cooks can receive tickets based on the workflow you define. If your restaurant has more than one preparation station, such as cold kitchen, hot kitchen, salad bar, or grill, the system can help your operation stay more organized. For example, cold items can be handled by one station, grilled items by another, and so on, depending on how your menu and kitchen flow are configured. This improves communication and helps the right orders reach the right station faster. In practice, this means fewer delays, fewer misunderstandings, and a smoother service during busy hours. Another important benefit is that you do not need expensive or complicated hardware to get started. You can use common phones, tablets, or iPads as working devices for different parts of the restaurant. This allows you to build your setup in a more accessible way while still improving communication between the floor, the cashier area, and the kitchen. The goal is simple: better communication, faster order handling, and a more connected POS and kitchen workflow. At the same time, the owner keeps access to the control center of the business. From the owner account, you can review configurations, monitor sales, check reports, analyze what is selling in real time, and manage different operational settings from one place. This gives the owner or administrator a clearer view of what is happening across the restaurant while the staff continues working from their own role based accounts. As your operation grows, you can also go deeper into inventory and recipe setup. This is an important area because when your menu items are properly connected to recipes and inventory, the system can begin discounting ingredients automatically as items are sold. That gives you a more accurate view of stock movement and helps you manage food costs more effectively. For many restaurants, this is one of the next steps after the team accounts and leave order flow are already working. There's also a separate tutorial available to help you get more value from the inventory side of Meniuu, especially if you want to build a more complete operational system over time. So, to recap, once your account is created and your menu is uploaded, the next major step is to create the accounts for your team. In the My Staff section, start with the key roles. Set up your cashier, waiter, cook, host, and manager accounts. Have each person sign in on their own device. Organize your payment flow using cash, external terminals, tap to pay, or manual card entry when available. Let your waiters manage open tables and unified tickets. Let your cashiers process counter orders and payments. Let your cooks receive tickets in real time. And let the owner keep visibility over the full operation. This is how Meniuu becomes more than just a menu system. It becomes the tool your restaurant uses to operate day by day across service, kitchen, payments, team coordination, and business control. With the right setup, your restaurant can work faster, stay more organized, improve communication, and deliver a smoother experience for both staff and customers. That is the foundation of using Meniuu as your restaurant operation system.